Hello there. Well, today we have a battle box to look at. Now, this is nothing that is mission specific or anything like that. As a matter of fact, when you subscribe to a battle box, there's like a little area that you can check that says $59.99. I think it's either labeled mystery box or bonus box or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's mystery box, to be honest with you. And like I said, if I remember correctly, it's $59.99, so $60. And this box that we're going to open right now, that's what that particular type of box comes with. I forget how much it says the value of the items inside the box is, but let's face it, if you're spending $60 on the box, the value of the box is $60. I mean, the money talks, right? So we're going to take a quick look at this. Let's bring you in a little closer here. This will be fun. Alright, let's take a look at the goodies. That is what came in the box. We're going to go over each and every individual item, check everything out, have a little discussion, you know, all the cool stuff. I should probably edit all that bull crap out. Alright, the first thing I want to go over is this product right here. SOL Emergency Blanket XL. Now, when I opened this box, the item that you see right there, that was not in the box. This package, that was not in the package. The package was wide open and it was empty. However, the blanket was in there. It was just strewn throughout the box. It looked like somebody had just chucked it in there, like they were, I don't know, practicing for quarterback or something. SOL stands for Survive Outdoors Longer, in case anyone's wondering, because I thought SOL stood for something else. Yeah, you're probably was thinking the same thing I was thinking. But let's see here. Yeah, it says heat reflective, 90%, windproof and waterproof, quiet material. That's always good to have. That's better than them. I call them aluminum foil blankets, but technically I guess they're like Mylar or something like that. But anyway, I mean, they sound like they're made of aluminum foil. You can't move an inch in those. I don't see how anyone can sleep with one of those things around them. But then again, it's an emergency blanket, so you know you're just trying to. At that point, you're just trying to stay alive. What else? Is it durable? Yeah, those are the key features. The size. We're looking at, let's see, lightweight, 3.2 ounces, dimensions, 58 inches by 98 inches. That's the extra large style. And overall, a good piece of gear to have. Price, if you were to buy this individually, you could find this on Amazon for $18.99. That's $20. I mean, I don't care how you estimate, how you round down, round up. If it's $18.99, in my mind it's $20. So, just being real with you. The next item is, pretty sure it's Smith & Wesson. Yep, Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson Night Guard headlamp. Okay, now, you'll notice something about this one that took me a minute. That there is a single diode light. Now, if you look on Amazon right now, you'll find something that looks very close to this for $24.99 to $29.99. But it's not a single diode, it's several. There's like 10 little diodes inside that little hole right here for the one that's around $30. This is just one. There he is, just one. He's all by himself in there. And believe it or not, this costs more. I don't know. I guess that little diode right there is working overtime. But I digress. Night guard. Let me read you some of the features of this little puppy. 340 lumens light output. Now, let me just say, 340 lumens for the price point of this item right here is kind of goofy. If you're going to spend, let's say, $15 or more on any kind of light whatsoever, I don't care what it is, $15 or more, you should get at least 500 lumens. That's just my opinion. You may not agree. You don't have to. We're allowed to disagree. You know, this is a lovely country. We can disagree, and we can still be friends if we want to. If we want to. Anyway, 1 hour and 43 minutes runtime. Now, if I do remember correctly, on the one that was $29.98 with the bunches and bunches of little diodes inside there, it had a slightly longer runtime, which means with this having less diodes and a more pathetic runtime, it makes absolutely no sense that this is the more expensive product, $34.99 compared to $24.99 to $29.99 for the other one. It looks almost just like this. But that's just a comparison that I'm, bringing to your attention in case that's something you care about. We'll call this 30. Okay, even though technically $34.99, we'll call it 30. Alright, water resistant, one would hope so. Impact resistant, it's only one way to test that. And beam distance 126 meters. Now, the other one that I was looking at that was like, the $24 to $29.99 price, it did not have a distance on it. So that might be the difference. Maybe all those bunches of little diodes, they don't, reflect out so far. They don't give you such a good reading from so far away. I don't know that. That's an assumption that I really shouldn't make. As I was saying, $30. The next item is kind of a toss-away item. Now, the website that I looked at said that this was $18.99. This is its packaging. A paper tube envelope. And if you've ever done BattleBox before, you probably know what I'm about to pull out of this thing. It's a bracelet. Not just any bracelet. You see that right there? That is a handcuff key. Yeah, that could be useful in, scenarios that could get you locked up for being stupid. Uh, yeah, a handcuff key on a on a rubber band, basically. This right here, that little round nub that you see floating about, that little fella. Hi, me, right here. Yeah, that one. That is a glass breaker. And what you do is you hold this and let it slingshot into the glass while it's still attached to this. It's, you know, $18.99. That's how much BattleBox says this is worth. Bullcrap. You can buy a pack of 4 of these on Amazon right now for $12. That's three. That makes this $3. Now, when you look at this and someone tells you this is $3, you think to yourself, "Yeah, that's $3." Someone else tells you it's $18.99. You're looking at them like, put the pipe down. It's time to get clean. But that is the only to the whole box. Because the next item is actually pretty cool. And this one I'm definitely going to be playing with on the camping trip. This is the Schrade. I'm gonna mess that word up. Scamachi machete. And I'm not 100% sure. Scamachi? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back to public school and learn how to read. But yeah, this is the CH1, and this is actually pretty nice. This should be fun to doil around with. It's got one of those thermal plastic or rubbery type handles that are nice and grippy. Let's read here. 3CR13 steel. I have no clue what that means. TPR, that's the handle. Full tang, God only would hope. And polyester sheath. Now, that would probably be my only gripe. I hate polyester nylon sheaths. If you're gonna make a sheath, make it out of rubber. Or I said make it out of rubber. If you're gonna make a sheath, make it out of leather. There's no point in making. I mean, leather, maybe Kydex. You know, certain things. Kydex sheaths are pretty cool, but others, I prefer leather. I prefer a leather sheath. That's just me. But, you know, not a problem. By the way, price on this, depending on, you know, where you get it from, I've seen it from $19.99 to $24.99. And so we'll call that a $20 bill, along with the blanket. That's also a $20 bill. The light, which is actually more expensive than the machete, if you can figure that out, we'll call that $30. And this, you know how I feel about this. It says it's a $20. It's a $20 rubber band. I don't know. I don't subscribe to that reality. I'm sorry. So, you know, all in all, looking at the box, paid $60 for the box, $20, we'll call that $40, $70, and the rubber band, $90, which is, if I remember correctly, about what they say the value of the box is, between $90 to $120. I wonder how many rubber bands they put in the box that's 120. But yeah, $60, definitely worth it. I mean, just between the light, the blanket, and the machete, you've got your $60 value. And they threw a rubber band in for free. But I'm not knocking on BattleBox. BattleBox is actually quite fun if you have a subscription with them. And I don't know, some of the products they send you, they're pretty cool, especially if you get to use any of their, what do they call those, like the codes or whatever that you, I don't know what to call it. I guess it'd be discount codes or whatever, put in a discount code and you'll get like a special item or a nice discount or something like that. So they got cool stuff like that as well. So yeah, looking forward to the camping trip in, let's say, about a month and a half. And me and the Outdoor Dudes dog, Double D, T-O-double-D, we're going to be hanging out at one of our favorite camping spots, having a good old time. And when that video comes out, you guys are going to get to see it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed this video as well. Thank you very much. God bless you.